Alright, so what's going on, guys? Tonight we're gonna make pork adobo. I use pork spare ribs. This is a recipe that I learned from my mom and my dad. I'm gonna go ahead and use what my mom used to do. Some people would put a whole hard-boiled eggs in it. My mom would usually use quail eggs. That's something that I really love and I kept doing ever since I started cooking on my own. I also use Serrano chilies just to give it a little bit more kick. So this is the first step that I usually do. I put my meat in the water before I boil. If you guys ever put your meat in after you boil the water, you do not know what you're doing. But anyway, I'm gonna come back to that. So I use basic vinegar and soy sauce. You gotta have bay leaves. I use garlic. I also, like I said, I use Serrano chilies at the last. Give it a little bit more kick. I'm gonna use some of this adobo mix. And then the last part is the quail eggs. So we're gonna get back to this. Let my meat do its thing in the pot on low to, well, actually medium heat right now. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a second. Alright guys, so the reason why I put my meat into the water while it simmers and boils is because, do you see all, I'm sorry, one sec, I just did that to my lens. But anyways, you see all this here that's coming up out of the meat? We're gonna skim all of that and transfer it to this bowl here. You want all the flavor from the meat and the bones in the soup, but you don't want all this dirty stuff, man. So that's the reason why I say do not throw your meat in after you boil your water, alright? We'll come back to it in a minute. Alright y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and skim some of this out. Love the pot now. Probably gonna repeat this step a few times. Now this is the way that we learned how to do it back in our home. My mom and my dad. Other people just throw this straight into the crock pot, which I don't have no problem with because it comes out pretty good. But this is the old school way where we just go throughout the whole process of boiling the meat, adding the rest of your ingredients. Now right here we're just cleaning everything out of the water. We're gonna let it come up a little bit more. Probably repeat a few times, and then we'll throw the rest of the ingredients in. But I'll show you guys how it looks like after I take some of this stuff out here. Stuff that you don't want in your meat or in your body. Because you know we want to eat clean, y'all. We want to eat good, take care of your bodies, even though it's Filipino food. So we eat a lot of fat and salt, but as long as you cook it right, I don't think so, man. As long as you know what you're doing, cleaning your meat right, everything will be just fine. So I'm gonna show you guys what comes out of the meat once you skim it. You don't want that in your body, y'all. So you want it to be clean. It's gonna keep cooking. I'm gonna let more of that stuff come up before I put in the rest of my ingredients to make sure my meat is clean, guys. And yeah, see that? That's nasty as hell, man. I'll show you guys the rest of it. All right, y'all. So since we got our meat somewhat, well, it's all the way clean, I'm gonna go ahead and add the vinegar and soy sauce to the dough. I mean, I just usually eyeball it. I'm gonna use my spoon here. It'll be sauce. Thing. And also grab the bay leaf. Bay leaf, go ahead and simmer with the meat, soy sauce. I use probably just like 2 of these usually. But I was broken, so I'll use these there. Yeah. We'll let that do its thing for a little bit, guys. You can see it's in there. Let us do its thing. We're probably gonna close the lid so it gets a little bit more hot. All right, y'all. So you see it here doing its thing. Super fire, and once again, this is why you skim your meat, y'all. That shit is nasty. That's what I took out of the meat. That's why I boiled it first. Adobo's doing this thing. Got my Serrano chilies ready. Just adding a little bit of this, not too much. I'm throwing the quail eggs in there. Alright, y'all, so I'm just doing the Serrano chilies. Gonna let that simmer inside with the meat so you get the extra flavor and kick. Something that my parents did, well, my mom, so yeah. You see it. Alright, so it's almost time to finish off. I'm gonna go ahead and add the quail eggs in now, y'all. Usually just pour them inside. 2 cans. Whichever quail eggs y'all want. Got this from Pacific Super. Just let that on the side here. Let it cook up. You guys excited for the adobo? Yeah? Alright, I'm almost finishing up. Alright, y'all. So here's the final product of my pork spurted adobo. My mom's recipe with the quail eggs. From here on out, man, I want y'all to call me Mr. Does It All. Why y'all laughing? Mr. Does It All, man. I cook, I clean, I take care of my kids, I take care of my fiance. I make sure she has food when she comes home. I know how to cut hair. I know how to fight. I know how to do it all, man. Call me Mr. Does It All. Let's go. Milan just likes her rice and sabao, right, Lana? Mm. Ooh. Okay, Roro.
I like the quail eggs.
You like the quail eggs? Just like my mama, your grandma used to do it. Yummy. And since me and Sherry is keto, I eat my adobo with no rice. Just look at that though, man. Look how that just is gonna fall off the bone. Ooh wee wee. Mr. Does It All, baby.